Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of GTN Trade Talks, a monthly podcast where we will delve into topical news in the world of financial markets, break down the world of trading and investments, and uncover opportunities that could help shape your financial future. So whether you're a seasoned investor or just dipping your toe into the world of trading and investing, stay tuned for valuable knowledge and insights that will empower you to navigate the markets with confidence. My name is Dawn Franklin and I am Product Specialist of Wealth Management at GTN Middle East, and I am delighted to be joined today by our Head of Institutional Trading, Raylan Ghazal. Good morning, Raylan.
Good morning, Dawn.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Okay, before we go into any content, I just want to start with a quick note that this content is for informational and educational purposes only, not investment advice or an offer to buy or sell financial instruments. We do not consider listeners' investment objectives or financial situations, and the material does not comply with regulatory requirements for independent research. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Please consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Okay, Raylan, I have one word for you: Bitcoin. You would struggle to open a media device or platform right now and not see Bitcoin headlines, with the cryptocurrency hitting an all-time high this week, peaking at $73,000. Now, we all know that it's no coincidence that Bitcoin has surged on the back of the recent SEC approval of 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs. So, today, let's delve into this and find out exactly what this means for the cryptocurrency world. So, Raylan, why do you think Bitcoin reached its all-time high this week? And how has this new SEC rule to approve Bitcoin ETFs played a significant role in this?
Thank you, Dawn, for the amazing introduction. Yes, certainly, Bitcoin, you can never turn your hand. Whatever you turn your head, you will see Bitcoin in front of you. It's at the top of the town again. So to answer your question, this recent boost and flood of cash into Bitcoin comes right after 2 months of the SEC approval to the famous 11 ETFs that tracks Bitcoin.
Yep.
I believe the price increase is a great achievement and it reflects the continued confidence and demand in the market. The listing of those ETFs has certainly assisted in making Bitcoin investors more confident in investing. Now especially that it's approved by a regulatory body.
Yep, without a doubt. So what you're saying is this surge comes down to a boost in investor confidence now that it is approved by a regulatory body.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, it certainly has had a dramatic impact as Bitcoin's market cap has now crossed the 1.4 trillion mark, overtaking silver as the 8th largest asset in the world. I mean, can you believe it?
Wow, that's massive.
It really is. Okay, Raylan, so let's delve into this in a bit more detail, especially where the SEC is concerned. What does this SEC decision mean for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market in general?
So generally speaking, the SEC decision to approve exchange-traded funds that invest directly in Bitcoin marks a great milestone in the crypto world. I believe it will attract a new wave of investors to the cryptocurrency market, and it will make Bitcoin easily accessible to lots of other investors. Let's not forget to mention that this means a growing adoption of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology across the financial sector.
Yeah, it's interesting. So it is basically making crypto a lot more accessible to a much wider audience, which is a big win for the crypto market.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Okay, so could you then please break down for us what a spot Bitcoin ETF is and how it differs from existing Bitcoin investment products that have been available in the market up until now?
So it's very similar to equities ETF. A spot Bitcoin ETF holds actual Bitcoins, unlike similar products that were listed a while that were listed in the beginning related to Bitcoin that held Bitcoin futures. This means a marked shift from derivatives-based investments to direct ownership of the cryptocurrency.
Okay, so the key takeaway there really is that Bitcoin ETFs are holding physical Bitcoins and not just futures and derivatives that we've seen up until now.
Yeah, it's all about the physical Bitcoins now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Raylan, so let's take it a step further. Could you explain for us how a Bitcoin ETF works and also why the regulators have been so cautious about them in the past?
All right, so let's break this down. So the ETF provider purchases and stores Bitcoin to mirror its value.
Mm-hmm.
Then they issue ETFs mirroring the value of the coin, and then investors can buy and sell shares of the ETF on a stock exchange,
Okay.
gaining exposure to the price movement of Bitcoin without directly owning the cryptocurrency themselves. Regulators were cautious due to concerns about liquidity manipulation and the intense volatility of Bitcoin. This has been the case for all the regulators around the world, but particularly talking about the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission of the US, they have been concerned about the intense volatility of Bitcoin, potential market manipulation, and the lack of regulatory oversight in crypto markets, which raises concerns about fraud.
Mm. So basically, on one side, there is a certain level of security with a Bitcoin ETF, as the ETFs hold enough coins to back their shares. But regulators have remained cautious due to the intense volatility and liquidity concerns.
Yes.
Okay. So in what ways do the newly approved Bitcoin ETFs address these concerns, Raylan? And could you please explain for us what the surveillance sharing agreements are and what role do they play?
So part of the solution was the issuer's proposed surveillance sharing agreement. It's a joint surveillance program by the listing exchange, such as NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, and a crypto exchange with a significant size. Not any crypto exchange.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be of a significance.
Okay.
Mitigating the risk of market manipulation and fraud. So in this case, Coinbase emerged as a surveillance partner to address regulatory worries.
Okay, so what I can see from that is that the crypto market is evolving and a lot more regulation and surveillance is being put in place, which should bring a new level of confidence to investors. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what role does Coinbase play then, Raylan, as a market surveillance partner for ETF issuers? And how does it contribute to addressing regulatory concerns?
So Coinbase is acting as a market surveillance partner, providing oversight to address regulatory concerns about market manipulation and fraud related to the underlying coin, which is the Bitcoin in this case. This will contribute to the credibility and compliance of ETF issuers.
Without a doubt. So really what I'm seeing here is that regulation seems to be the key driver right now for bringing confidence and new investors into the Bitcoin market.
Yeah, it always has been the key driver.
The more regulation we have, the more confidence we have. It's quite simple. Okay, Renan, so considering the massive success of Bitcoin ETFs, what other cryptocurrencies might be in potential line for a spot ETF approval and why?
Wow, I love this question. I'll be actually very eager to see what's going to happen in the future and what new ETFs are going to get. But in my own opinion, I believe the next big thing is going to be Ether and XRP ETFs. Simply because they tick all the boxes. They're very popular, they're regulated, similar to Bitcoin, and also they're famous and they're high in demand. I've read something saying market is speculating those will be approved by late May or maybe further. But listen to this. What is being looked at the moment, and I believe this will shake the market, is a new Bitcoin ETF that is leveraged.
Wow.
The leveraged ETFs of Bitcoin. So 200%, 150 and 100% of leveraged ETF.
Okay. Wow. I mean, it really is looking like the newly approved Bitcoin ETFs are paving the way for an explosion in the cryptocurrency ETF markets. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see.
Yeah, I think everybody's poised to see what happens next. So, Raylan, you naturally keep up to date on what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. Are you aware of any trends or developments that could influence the regulatory stance on ETFs in the future?
Yes, just generally speaking, any ongoing developments such as advancements in technology, market maturation, and increased regulatory collaborations like the ones we were talking about just right now, could all positively influence the regulatory stance on ETF.
Without a doubt. I mean, it seems that the crypto investment market is really evolving in a positive direction, which will bring a lot more security and confidence to investors who could have been quite skeptical in the past, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Renan, aside from these trends, we seem to also be seeing some very big names entering the Bitcoin ETF market right now. With BlackRock and Fidelity and others entering the scene, how might this change the landscape of cryptocurrency investments for both retail and institutional investors?
So BlackRock and Fidelity are very well-known brands in the market. Also, they have the lowest fees. So since the listing of these ETFs, we have seen a huge inflow to their ETF. And they actually have the highest inflow level in the market of Bitcoin ETF. Wow. And you can tell immediately that the brand plays a role in marketing, plays a huge role in marketing.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, BlackRock and Fidelity are very well-known and trusted brands. This will definitely push more investors toward including Bitcoin in their portfolio and increase the adoption of Bitcoin in general.
I mean, there's no doubt. BlackRock and Fidelity are certainly some of the biggest names in the market. So their introduction of Bitcoin ETFs sounds like it's going to be a game changer for this space. And I'm sure there will be other big names to follow, right?
Yes, indeed. Think about it, Dom. So if you have famous brands associating the name with Bitcoin, this will help push more investors to enter the market. It will give them the confidence to invest in cryptocurrencies or in Bitcoins. And then this will help push the prices even higher.
Yeah, I mean, the thing we keep hearing here is confidence, confidence, confidence. Yes, okay. So, Raylan, I want to bring this full circle. Can you please give us your views on why Bitcoin surged 70% after the listing of Bitcoin ETFs just a few months ago?
Yeah, that was massive. I think the main reason, which is even obvious, is the growing institutional adoption. We have seen increased acceptance by financial institutions and institutional investors and some retail investors. This comes after the positive momentum and increasing interest in Bitcoin ETF, which have supported this increase in price and pushed Bitcoin prices to its all-time high that we're seeing right now.
All-time highs indeed. $73,000, Raylan. I mean, it's blown my mind this week. It really has. Okay, Raylan, honestly, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure talking with you. And I think we can safely say that Bitcoin ETFs have made a dramatic entrance into the cryptocurrency world. And I think they're just getting started. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I'm like I said before, I'm looking forward to see where this universe is going. I see a lot of positivity in the horizon. So I'm very eager to see how this is going to play towards the end of the year. And thank you, Dom, for having me. It was really a pleasure talking with you. I'll be looking forward to join you in more future podcasts.
Oh, without a doubt. And honestly, Raylan, the pleasure's all mine. Well, that concludes the first edition of the GTN Trade Talks podcast. We hope you found the discussion insightful and empowering. Please make sure to stay tuned for the next edition. At GTN, we see a world where anyone can invest in anything at any time.